Hi, it's Jenny, plant-based dietitian, and today we're going to talk about beets. Yes, beets. Don't turn me off. Hear me out. Beets are fantastic. I used to hate them as well, but when a friend gave me fresh beets from her garden, I was totally hooked, and I eat them almost every day, and they have great nutritional value. They are detoxifying, they have antioxidants, and they're anti-inflammatory. They support eye and nerve health, and they have nitric oxide, not to be confused with the laughing gas at the dentist office. So nitric oxide helps relax and dilate blood vessels, which helps oxygen flow more freely in your body, helps reduce blood pressure, and it's great for an added energy when you're trying to get your workouts in. So I swear by these to get me through my runs. I eat beets several times a week, and they are delicious. So I'm gonna show you how to utilize the entire beet. A lot of the differences in the flavor of beets is when you get the beets from the grocery store and they just are the bulb, they kind of have that earthy, dirty flavor because they've been sitting in a warehouse for a long time. But if you get the beets with the greens attached to them and the greens are fresh, they taste a lot different. So try them out again. Go to your farmer's market in the summer, get the beets with the greens, or your local grocery store that has fresh produce with the entire beet attached. And I'm going to show you how to utilize the entire beet plant. So what I do with the bulb is I have a golden beet and I have a purple beet. I love the golden beets. So I just take aluminum foil in a sheet pan. I roast at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes for a large beet. The smaller beets usually take about 25 minutes to 30 minutes. And I just coat the outside with oil. I don't chop them ahead of time. It just adds more oil. I coat the entire outside, roast it. When it's done and it cools, I just peel off the skin, and then I just put them in the fridge, and I add them to salads. Sometimes I make a beet salad separate with different ingredients, which I'll show you at another time. Or I just eat them as is. They're delicious. The stems, right here, I just cut these into about 3 to 4 inch pieces, and we're going to do a quick pickling of those. And then the greens are right here, and we're going to saute those later on, and I'm going to show you how to incorporate those. So the first thing we're going to do is quick pickle the beet stems. So I have in a pot 3/4 of a cup of, I'm not sure you can see that, but I have 3/4 of a cup of rice vinegar, 1 1/4 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of sugar. I use coconut sugar because that's what I prefer. 1 tablespoon of salt, and then my herbs and my herbs I'm gonna and my seeds I'm gonna split between my pot and my mason jar. So in my mason jar I have 1 large garlic clove sliced. I have 1 small shallot sliced. I have coriander seed. I put 1/4 teaspoon of coriander seed in the pot and 1/4 teaspoon in my mason jar. And this you can get in the Indian section of a grocery store. I have 2 kinds of mustard seed because I happen to have 2 kinds of mustard seed. You don't have to use both of them. I did. I have a yellow mustard seed and I have a brown mustard seed. So I used 1/4 teaspoon of each. So you're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of mustard seeds, whichever you prefer. 1/2 teaspoon goes in the pot, 1/2 teaspoon goes in the mason jar. I have 2 bay leaves, 1 in the pot, 1 in the jar. And I have peppercorns right here. So they're whole peppercorns. And I did 1/4 teaspoon in each the pot and the mason jar. And I think that's it. So all I'm gonna do is put this on the stove. I'm gonna just put it on so that it dissolves the sugar and the salt. I'm just gonna heat it up until it does that, and then I'm gonna turn it off, and I will be right back. Okay, so while my brine is heating up and dissolving my sugar and my salt, I'm going to take my mason jar that I have my 1 large garlic clove, my small shallot sliced, my mustard seeds, coriander seeds, black pepper kernels, peppercorns. I have a bay leaf, and you can add some ginger if you want to add some ginger to it. I didn't this time. I may add some later in the next batch. And we're going to fill it with our beet stems. I'm just going to pile them in there. I'm also going to put some carrots in there because I want a little more than one vegetable in there. But you can do green beans, cucumbers I put in there, and I just have some baby carrots. I have a lot of them, so I thought, why not? Put them in and pickle those too. Cucumber, beets, beet bulb if you want to do that. Red, yellow, orange peppers. So it's pretty full. So I have my stems and my carrots. So I'm going to set that aside and then wait until my brine is done. Okay, so now my brine is ready to go. My sugar, my salt dissolved, and I actually put a bunch of ice cubes in here to cool it down so it wasn't like super piping hot when I put it in my mason jar. So my mason jar has my garlic shallots. I did add some ginger to it. You don't have to if you don't want to. My mustard seeds, coriander seeds, peppercorns, bay leaf. So I'm going to pour my brine right in to the top so that everything is covered, and it just fills it up perfectly. And make sure I get all my seeds, all my seeds in there as well. You want all the flavor in there. And then I'm going to put the lid on. Again, you can put whatever your favorite vegetables are. I've done cauliflower, you could do broccoli, green beans, peppers, cucumbers, as long as it's kind of like a hearty, strong vegetable. And so I got my beet stems and my carrots. So you can eat them plain, you can toss them in a salad, gives it a little vinegary and sweet flavor, and I just put them in the refrigerator and let them sit for at least a week so that they brine and they get pickled. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. And one other thing that I love about this brine recipe is I can reuse it about 2 or 3 times. I think I reuse it about 3 times. So don't get rid of the brine. Just eat the veggies, put more veggies in when you're done, let them sit in the refrigerator for a week, and enjoy again and again. Thank you.